Morning. Saturday, October 14th, 2023. I'm Larissa. My video diary. Diary of big fat old lady. Yeah. So, yesterday, yesterday, I got calendars that I ordered so far. I got them all prepared, packaged. What do I mean by that? I mean, it's the little letter and everything that goes in with them. I got them all signed, right? And oh, what else did I do yesterday? Oh, and I um, started making packaging for my funny jewelries. It's all creepy baby jewelry. It's all whether it has the creepy babies on it or not. It's all the creepy baby. It's creepy baby line of jewelry series. Creepy babies. Yeah, they're fun. They are. E-I-E-I-O. Yeah, so I did that. I saw lots of dogs yesterday. Met a new dog yesterday. Oh my goodness. Pulled, just walked, started pulling, and people are always like, "Oh, can we come in with the dog?" I'm like, "Yeah, the dogs are welcome. They all know. They know where they're welcome." Little dog didn't want to leave, and I'm like, I was like, he really likes you, and I'm like, yeah, well. And I said, all the dogs come in. They all know. I said, I'm a Reiki practitioner, and they love it. They love it. Dogs love it. They come in and they don't want to leave. They they do this thing where they flatten themselves on the floor at my feet. And their people have to drag them. They're like, "No, we're gonna stay here." And I saw Casey yesterday. Oh, that Casey. Casey's a big yellow lab. Oh my goodness. That Casey is too much. He's too much. He jumps up and gives me a kiss. He's got these real soft, fluffy paws. Like they're yellow lab paws, but he's furry. And he's real furry. His fur goes everywhere. He puts his paws on my shoulder and he kisses my face. And he lays down. He lays down and he splays himself out and he's get dragged out. So I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here, mommy. I love them all. I do. I saw Cristal yesterday. Cristal came in. I said, "Girl, you want to see your picture?" And she's like, I showed it to her and she came up, she looked and she walked away. She's like, "Oh, it's not." She's so funny. She is. She's so funny. Cristal. Mm. I love her. Hmm. No, the calendar's good. It's really good. It is. It's really, really good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and I watched the basketball game last night. Oh yeah, I did. I did. I watched the basketball game last night. Here comes tea. Here comes the tea. Here comes the tea. Time to drink from skulls. Oh, you're wearing Space Kitties.
I am.
Space Kitties.
Not ready.
I guess I'm gonna go do chickens. I haven't heard Fluffernutter for the past today and yesterday morning, and I have to say, I am concerned about him. And Omar says that he thinks he's just being quiet because he knows that Baby Cakes is dead. Baby Cakes was his mate, and he pulled her head off, top of her head. That's not why she died, though. Nursed her back to health after that, and she died of cancer. But he hasn't been cockadoodle doing. So I don't know what happened to him. He's very upset. Or maybe the guys did something Maybe the guy scared him with it with the weed whackers. I don't know. Or maybe one of them had magic vocal cord cutting powers. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that there's been no cock-a-doodle-doo. He's just heartbroken over baby cakes. I guess. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, so I watched the basketballs. I'll talk about the basketballs. Oh, who am I going to talk about? Oh, well, there's that Wario. Oh, yeah, Wario. You put on your war face, buddy. You put on your war face and you sink them threes as many times as you want and as many times as you can. You go ahead and keep doing that. You just keep doing that. You keep doing that, Wario. You do it. Rah! And who else? Oh, we got that Brandon Pajama Jammy Jam. Oh, you look up what the Pajama Jam is. Yeah, I'm old. I am. I'm going to be 45 in January. That's how old I am. Yep. And Dr. Bow Wow, general practitioner. Yep, he throwing down. Yeah. Yeah, not so tall next to those LA guys. There's a bunch of those tall LA guys, and they got that Austin Reeves. He's changing in phone booths and everything. Oh, what's going on with him? He thinks he's Superman or something. I don't even know. I don't even know. Mr. Palinka, Rob Lowe's evil twin. Oh, anyway, Big Tony whining all over the place. Big Tony's always whining. Tony Chocoloni, what's the matter with you, Tony Chocoloni? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Oh, that Kevon Looney. That Kevon Looney. Oh, that Jonathan Kaminga, man. Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, I don't even know what he been doing. He been dunking with anger. Rawr. Use it. And then he comes out to do his free throws and he's all smirking. Yeah, Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, your hair's getting so long. Your braids are so long. I think you should grow them so they're super, super long till they're like down to your butt. Yeah. Mhm. And they bring the Brown James. They bring him his dinner. They bring him his dinner. He's wearing his yellow sweatsuit, so he looks like Winnie the Pooh. Is he a honey bear? No. He wears white. He's a polar bear. He wears brown. He's a brown bear. His big hairy face looked like he manicured his beard down a little bit. Looked like he mowed the lawn. It was up here and it was down here. Now, oh, now it was Kendrick Lamar. His beard, it's like up to here. It's just like a curtain over his face. He looked like he wearing hijab. Yeah. Anyway, anyway, yeah, I watched it. I watched it. Those young guys. Those young guys, they really wanted to win last night, huh? Yeah, it came down to that's what it came down to. It came down to second unit against second unit, huh? See? Height doesn't always matter now, does it? No. You're all taller than me. Oh, that 3PO. That 3PO. See 3PO. It's so weird to see you in a Warriors uniform. That's so weird, Chris. It is. R2D2. Oh, it's so weird to see you in a Warriors uniform. It's good. Yeah. Yeah. What's the matter with Draymond? What's the matter with him? Is he eating Cheetos again? Draymond, quit eating the Cheetos. What'd you do? You have an ankle sprain? Hmm. It's because you're giant. You're a big dude. Mm-hmm. Yep. Steve Kerr looking all serious every now and then. Camera would pan over him, and he'd be like, he'd give you a half smile. He'd give the camera a half smile. He'd be like, "Oh, Steve Kerr. Oh, Steve Kerr." Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's all better than watching the news. I gotta stay away from the news. I do. I really do. I gotta stay away from it. So I'm considering something. I'm considering doing something, sleeping on it for the weekend. I think I've made up my mind about it. Omar's not happy about it. And I don't know. I'll have to decide whether I'm going to talk about it publicly or not. Um, I think I'm going to write about it. I think I am. I think I'm going to write about it. We'll see. And I suppose the other parties involved will just have to deal with me writing about it. And they're going to have to just like accept whatever I write. Right? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure I'm going to talk about it publicly yet or not. Because I haven't made my decision 100%. Mm-hmm. So, got my stuffs for Halloween that I'm giving out for Halloween. That one of is given away at Halloween to the kids. To the kids! For the kids! Auntie Fee. I miss Auntie Fee. Rest in peace, Auntie Fee. Auntie Fee was great. I loved her. I did. Who didn't love Auntie Fee? Oh, that video where she's sanding all the guys' feet. She is too much. She was too much. She was something else. She was. That woman. Auntie Fee. It's for the kids. Yeah, in a lot of ways, she was like my grandma Rose. Except my grandma Rose had kids. Um, but she was the my grandma Rose was the neighborhood mom. She cooked for everybody, had sandwiches for everybody. And Omar and I were just talking about it the other night. She had like she had one refrigerator upstairs, and then she had like three or four downstairs, three or four refrigerators downstairs, and one refrigerator was just for pop, and it had she always had Pepsi, because that's what my pappers drank. Pepsi and only Pepsi. Pepsi and Fanta. Or Fago, excuse me, it wasn't Fanta. Fago. Fago. Pittsburgh, it's Fago. Yeah. Orange Fago, grape Fago, and sometimes red Fago, and then Pepsi. And then she had one refrigerator that was all eggs and bologna, or jumbo. It's not called bologna in Pittsburgh. It's called jumbo. Jumbo and chippy-chop ham and cheese, sliced cheese, and milk. And then another refrigerator was a freezer. It wasn't the whole thing was a freezer, and it had trays of frozen halupki and breaded pork cutlets and breaded chicken cutlets and like chicken fingers, but and stuff like that. Halupki, mostly halupki and pierogi, bags of pierogi, and all that stuff, all that stuff. She'd have all that stuff there. And then she'd bake bread. She'd bake buns every week, and she'd make these sandwiches, these jumbo or chippy chop ham and cheese sandwiches with tomato and mayonnaise. Miracle Whip. She made those sandwiches, and she always had those sandwiches there for kids in the neighborhood. Yeah, and a pot of soup, and a tray of halupki, and a tray of either pork chops or chicken cutlets. She breaded them, and then she baked them. So, and they had oil on them, but they weren't fried, right? They were baked, but they were crispy. And sometimes she'd make gravy to go on them. And she fed all those kids. Going to the grocery store with my grandmother was ridiculous. Her she'd have like a couple bagged salads, and green beans, lots of cabbages, you know, pots of vegetable soup. Her vegetable soup was oxtail soup. Her soup always had the oxtail in it, so there was always a bone broth. She fed everybody. She fed everybody. The morning she had her stroke, it was during Lent, um, and she was getting up in the morning, and she was just starting her day. She was reading her missal and writing in her diary. I've never actually read any of her diaries. My Aunt Roseanne evidently has them. Um, but that's what she did every day. She got up in the morning, she read her missal, she wrote in her diary, and then she started cooking and cleaning every day. That's what she did. That was her entire life. Because I guess how old was I the last time I saw her drive? I was really little the last time I saw her drive. I got in the car with her and she drove. She got to, it's cultural. It wasn't because she couldn't drive. It was because she was told she wasn't allowed to drive anymore. Um, she was supposed to just be home. The only time she went out was with my grandfather. Yeah. But I do remember her driving. She could. And hey, mister. Hey, don't even. He's still in the laundry thing again. I just did laundry, and the laundry basket is starting to get full again. And he just went over there and did one of these at it, thinking he can tell me what to do. I got other shit to do today, mister. Yeah. So the gallery. I need to mop the floor. I gotta scrub the commode and continue on my project. Yeah. I have stuff there. I think I'll make some black bean soup today. Yeah. Just gotta take a stick of celery with me if I'm gonna do that. I have fava beans there if I took the tahini, but I don't have any tahini there, right? I need the tahini to make the fool. Yeah, so I think I'll make black beans. Anyway. Anyway. I suppose I could make the fava beans. I just wouldn't be making Egyptian style fool. Fool for lunch, you know? If I did anyway, I guess I'll think about it. I'll think about it. But before I do anything, I gotta get my dirt ass up out of bed and take a shower. Anyway, good game, fellas. Good game. Hey, watch the fouling and giving away free throws like that. I was starting to get nervous. I'm like, hey, the only reason the game was so close was because she kept on giving away those free throws. But then some of those fouls that they called were just ridiculous. It was just because it's like, okay, those guys are taller. So you're going to start penalizing guys because they're not as tall as the other guys? Like, what kind of sense does that make? Anyway, anyway, good show.